Over 60? Do this immediately. If you fall and can't get up, 6 life-saving steps. You know what's crazy? Every single year, more than 1 in 4 people over 60 experiences a fall. But here's the part that'll really make you pause. Nearly half of them don't or can't get up right away. Now, that might sound terrifying, but today, I want to change how you think about that moment. Because it's not just about falling. It's about what you do next. And the truth is, the difference between panic and survival often comes down to knowing just 5 steps. So imagine this. You're at home, maybe reaching for a book on the coffee table, or just walking to the kitchen for that second cup of tea, and suddenly, the world tilts. You're on the floor. The room's quiet. You realize you can't get up easily. What do? That's what we're diving into today. The real practical steps you can take right there in the moment to protect yourself, stay calm, and get help fast. And don't worry, this isn't a gloomy talk. We're going to laugh, we're going to learn, and by the end, you'll feel in control, not afraid. Because fear disappears when you know exactly what to do. Stay calm, breathe, and assess. The first instinct after a fall? Panic. Every fiber of your body screams, "Get up! Move! Do something!" But the smartest thing you can do at that moment is nothing. Just breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. It sounds cliché, but when your body's in shock, oxygen is your best friend. Think of it like this. Your body just went through a mini car crash. You wouldn't jump out of the driver's seat right away, right? Same principle here. Let your brain catch up with what just happened. Check if anything feels sharp, twisted, or numb. Sometimes, the injury isn't where you think it is. I once heard from a retired teacher who thought she'd just bruised her hip after a fall. Turns out, it was a small fracture. But because she stayed still, she avoided making it worse. So, breathe. Count slowly to 10. That tiny moment of stillness could save you hours of pain later. Take inventory of pain and position. Now, once the shock fades, your next move is detective work. Ask yourself, what hurts? What moves? Gently. You're not auditioning for an action movie here, no sudden flips or heroic pushes. Try wiggling your fingers and toes first. Move one leg, then the other. If there's pain, stop immediately. Here's the tricky part. Sometimes the real danger isn't the pain you feel, but the pain you don't. Adrenaline masks injuries. That's why you have to move slow and think like a cautious scientist. Feel your body. If your head hit the floor, stay where you are a moment longer. Dizziness or blurred vision? That's your cue to stay grounded. And yes, it's okay to talk to yourself here. Saying things out loud like, "Okay, right arm's fine, left leg hurts a bit, breathing okay," actually helps your brain focus and keeps panic away. You're not crazy. You're commanding your body back under control. Look around and plan your move. All right, so now you've got your assessment. Time to make a plan. You're not rushing to stand yet. Instead, look around. What's near you? A sturdy chair? A couch? Maybe a rug that could trip you again. Push it aside gently if you can. The goal is to find something solid. You're going to use it like an anchor. Crawling might not sound glamorous, but right now it's a superpower. You're redistributing your weight and protecting your joints. I once heard an older man joke, "I haven't crawled like that since my grandson's Lego phase." But it worked. Humor helps. The moment you can laugh, even a little, you take power back from fear. Remember, avoid anything with wheels or that wobbles. And don't be embarrassed if it takes time. Every move is a win. The key word here is control, not speed. Use furniture or props to regain balance. Now comes the slow, deliberate rise. This is the part most people rush, and that's where mistakes happen. Once you've reached your anchor point, roll onto your side, then onto your hands and knees. From there, bring one foot up so it's flat on the floor. That's your base of power. Use the furniture for support and push up slowly. Here's a trick. Imagine your body as a seesaw. The more even your weight is distributed, the easier it gets. If your knees or wrists aren't what they used to be, and whose are really, use cushions or even a folded towel to protect them as you push up. No shame in improvising. And if you feel dizzy, pause. Sit on the nearest stable surface before you fully stand. Your body needs a moment to recalibrate. Standing too fast is like waking up your blood pressure from a nap. It's not going to be graceful. Activate your safety plan. Once you're up, the mission isn't over. This is where your preparation shines. If you have a phone or emergency device nearby, use it. Call someone, a family member, friend, neighbor, or emergency services if needed. Don't think, I don't want to bother anyone. You deserve to be checked on. If you can't reach your phone, make noise, yell, knock something over, use whatever you can to draw attention. There's no embarrassment in asking for help. It's wisdom. Think of it like this. If your favorite celebrity fell, you'd tell them to call someone immediately, right? So why treat yourself any differently? Once help is on the way, sit somewhere comfortable, sip water, and rest. Even if you feel fine, that adrenaline might still be hiding soreness or strain. Bonus: preventing the next fall. Here's the truth no one likes to say out loud. Falling once increases your chances of falling again. But that's not a curse, it's an opportunity. Now you know your home's weak spots. Maybe that rug near the door, or that dim light in the hallway, or even those slippers you love but have zero grip. Turn your space into a safety zone. Small tweaks make huge differences. Add grip mats, keep a phone within reach in every room, and strengthen those balance muscles with gentle exercises. My neighbor started doing seated yoga every morning after a minor fall, and 2 months later she swore she felt 10 years younger. That's the power of proactive self-care. Recenter your mind and confidence after the fall. Here's something nobody really talks about: the mental side of falling. You can patch up bruises, ice a sore hip, even get back on your feet. But the fear that sneaks in afterward, that's the sneaky part. A lot of people over 60 start moving more cautiously after a fall, which sounds smart, right? But here's the twist. Being too cautious can actually make you weaker and more likely to fall again. It's like your body listens to your fear and says, okay, I'll stop moving then. So once you're safe and checked out, it's time to rebuild that confidence. Take a short walk around your living room, stretch a little, or just stand and balance yourself for a few seconds each day. Celebrate that small victory. It matters more than you think. So if you take one thing away from today, let it be this: falling isn't failure. It's just a moment. What defines you is how you handle it. Calm breathing, slow movement, smart planning, and calling for help. These steps can turn a scary situation into a controlled recovery. If this helped you or someone you love, give this video a like. It really helps more people find it. Share it with your parents, your grandparents, or even your walking group. And if you're over 60, hit subscribe, because we talk about real stuff that keeps you strong, independent, and confident every single week. Stay safe, stay steady, and remember, knowing what to do gives you back your power.